Questions easy. Where does this chalk lead and where does it come from? Because we've noticed that this chalk is just below the surface here, and the reason I wanted to make a video that goes all the way down the hill was because I'd really been struck by this tree, right? This is a blown over tree, and when I first saw it I thought, wow, the roots are so shallow. You know, am I only seeing a part of it, or the rest of the roots hidden underneath where they ripped apart? But no, we think that the roots cannot grow into the chalk layer, and this is blown over here, and it's like there's a whole alley of these trees walking up here that have been blown over, roots exposed. It couldn't get too deep. It couldn't get too deep. It couldn't get too deep. There's more up there, honey, and there's more of this chalk. So you know what, we were talking to this gardener, really nice chap, Romanian, no, Hungarian, and he was saying about how, yeah, everywhere he digs, he's got 40 clients in this area, and everywhere he digs, he's got this chalk, and this chalk is not suitable for growing. He said, you know, you can see it when you approach England, the White Cliffs of Dover, as everybody knows. Well, we think that it's just Dover. He's like, no, it's the whole island is just one big chalk pit. This is a piece that's buried right in there. It's one big slab of chalk with a little dusting of mud on top. So we're like, what is it all about? Hello. What is England? What is this calcium carbonate or whatever it is? Dad. We need to look that up. Dad. And see what it is. Dad? Yes. I have a cool question. How? What is this made of? What are rocks made of? What are rocks made of? Yeah. Well, it depends who you ask, but the idea is that this is compressed material that has been formed under pressure from the heat below, magma moving up, cooling and becoming various types of stones like this igneous material. But I don't know, depends on what kind of stone you're talking about. And of course, there's this idea that they might actually have been some kind of tree at some point, and then the tree broke. Or interesting roots over here. This tree over here is obviously, this root is trying to find somewhere to root to. Look how it's above the surface and all the way along. In fact, it even goes under this tree's roots. Yeah, what a beauty. How incredible is that? And I mean, nature is so good at trying to find a foothold no matter where, but you can see that. It's got extra roots. And then down into the soil. And all the way down there. Yeah. To try and root itself. Holding onto this bank of dirt. Wow, it's easy. Yeah, they're above the exposed. I think this little valley, the rain comes down here, and that's why you can see all of this chalk. It's very, you can scratch your name in it very easily. It's quite soft, but it's not hospitable to the plants, as Thomas the gardener was saying. And yeah, it begs the question, what is it? I mean, where does this chalk come from? And is it some kind of bony deposit from creatures of yore? And there were these tiny, tiny, minuscule beings walking upon the skeletal remains of something gargantuan. And it does suggest, you know, because there are areas where, you know, it's not as shallow to this white stony layer. So there are areas where, let's just say you had crevices and hills and so on, that you scattered mud over the top. There would be areas that it was thinner and thicker. Here's another one. Well, thanks for listening this far into the video. If you have, appreciate it. As a little tidbit, a little nugget, I am going to be doing some activism this weekend in Winchester with Dean and Sarah. So if you are in the Winchester area, Might get a chance to pop by and say hi. And then next Tuesday in Bournemouth for the presentation I call The Core, The Journey Within.